Hello and welcome to this new episode of Open Book Entrepreneur. Today we have Marilyn here with us all the way from Ohio, and Marilyn is actually a fantastic coach. And yeah, she like Marilyn. Please introduce yourself to our audience.
Thank you, Tony, so much. I am happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome.
Um, so I'm a personal power coach, and I might surprise you a little bit, because before what I do now, I spent decades in IT. I was a programmer analyst, business systems analyst, and you know, at one point I was looking for my next opportunity, and I thought I would move into writing because that's what I've been doing in IT for decades. And and I thought, oh, ah, I've been doing source to target mapping. I can write management on a budget, and because it's what I know. And no, no, that still hasn't happened. Um, because I was pulled into a completely different direction. And ever since I read Eckhart Tolle 20 years ago, I've had this growing need to teach people about what Eckhart Tolle calls pain bodies. And at first, I kept trying to put that on the back burner. Back burner. I'll get to that later. I want to do what I know. But it didn't stay there, Tony. It didn't stay
Oh,
there. You see, after all my research, my decades of research, and pulling together all this information and finding out what works and what doesn't work, I I saw what was going on, and once I saw it, I couldn't unsee it.
mm.
And I feel like I want everyone to know what it is, but there's all kinds of things that you need to know. It's not just one silly YouTube or one or that. No, no, no. It's a whole step by step process that I put together.
Exactly. Yeah, and tell us. So, what's the typical transformation that your clients are going through once they're working with you?
Well, I feel like my course is going to be um, enough. I know that sounds, it is comprehensive and there is a lot to it. But what was happening was I put so much into the course, I didn't think anyone would need me. Now, what fell into my lap a little bit was my ideal client who bought my book and came back to me 3 months later asking questions. I'm like, oh my goodness, I've got that all in my course. So, my main offer right now is my course, Mastering Emotional Pain, Reclaim Your Power. It helps people understand the hidden mechanics behind their emotional pain. There's a lot to it. We know so much more now, and help them interrupt it in real time. This way, they can regain control and feel more like themselves again, more joy, more peace, letting go. Because again, it is a step by step. And my client, who I get to see, um, who used to take me out for lunch and I sold him my book for $10, is now taking me out to dinner because we've been going through the course step by step together because I want to see what it's like, for him to walk through it. So it's geared towards men, but hey, everybody can use it. And the reason why I niched myself is because they were telling me to do it. And then I thought about my son, and so I niched it right around his age. So it's for like midlife men in midlife who are like, were brought up with mm, old fashioned ideas. Oh, men shouldn't cry, men shouldn't feel anything, and men shouldn't show their emotions, and it's kind of heartbreaking, because they feel like they have to clam up and close down.
Exactly. And what inspires you about your business?
um the push for me to get this done was it was all about speaking to one person. and making sure that I got the full information to that one person. And it was a struggle to get that course done. It took me months and months to get that course together. But I wanted to make sure it was, is it complete? No, I think I could probably write another course. Uh, but complete enough to get and asking me questions and going, but. And then after going through the course step by step, he said after the first module, he said, Boy, I feel like you're talking to me like a friend. Yes, because these patterns and pain bodies are not your fault. They were given to you. So this is how we approach it. Let go of the past. We're starting afresh. If you have to forgive yourself for stepping over the line long ago, forgive yourself. Just keep moving forward. And that's what he did. And his countenance is totally different now. So yeah, that's kind of incentive.
Brilliant, brilliant. Okay, excellent. And so, what's your goal for your business for next 1 year?
um, I don't think this is going to happen within a year. I'm going to try. Well, I really want to get the message out. And so that will require me getting some service messages out there, because I want more and more and more and more people to know. And the reason why I want them to know really goes back to bully days. So my goal, yeah, is to sell it to college, sell it to high school. Now, I might have to water it down for grade school, but I would like to take the bully by the horns, if you will.
Absolutely.
um, start young. Start young. There are things we didn't know when I was growing up or when my children were growing up. I wish I knew these things when my children and I were, I say when we grew up because that's true. But I wish I did. But now I do, and now I can spread the word.
Totally, totally. And speaking about spreading the word, like if people want to get in touch with you, learn more about you, or connect to you, how they can do that?
I have a few ways, and they all start with um, Logical 2. My website is called Logical 2, as in, hey, I could be spiritual and logical too. Um, and this name, The Logical 2, Exploring Broadly, is my web page. I have the website logical2.com. I have the Instagram Logical2. My website has the course and my book for purchase. And um, what else do I don't know. They tell me I have to do so many things. Is that enough?
But it's okay. I mean, anyone watching us can really check out the links in the description of this episode, and yeah, they'll be there for sure. So that's wonderful. Now, yeah, just one more thing that I wanted to ask before we actually close this episode. So, if you think about like your business, and if you think about the challenges that you're facing on a like daily basis or monthly basis, like how do you overcome those? How do you like get the strength mentally to overcome those challenges?
Never mind the normal day-to-day business that you have to keep up with. I went through a computer crash where I lost all of my course and my book and all my academy work, 5 months of work down the drain. If I wasn't writing this course, I wouldn't have kept calm enough to get myself actually through that. It took me a week, but I got it all back.
Mm.
That's not enough. I had another crash in February, and I had a phone crash in March. So, how do I get through it? I actually have to say it was my course, because it taught me to stop, look, see if there's a solution,
Yes.
take a breath, don't panic. And I did for a minute. Oh, last fall, I panicked for I had a hard time falling asleep that night, but I woke up the next day going like, there's got to be software out there to bail me out. And there was.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, I just keep going. Tony.
Great stuff, great stuff, great advice. Keep going, keep going. Anyone watching us, just keep going. Wherever you face, just keep going, and somehow the solution will be there. Okay, thank you all for watching and listening to this episode. If you liked it, drop us a like. If you have any questions for Marilyn or me, you can ask them in the comments. And on top of that, yeah, Marilyn, thank you so much for being a guest here. It was wonderful, and thank you for bringing in this great energy as well.
Oh, thank you, Tony. That's the course too.
Excellent. See you soon. Bye bye.
Enjoy the day, Tony.